Good morning. My name is Ifiemi Andrew, and let's look at some headlines. We begin with what we have on the Vanguard newspaper this Thursday morning, 11th day of September. And if you go to the Vanguard, this is what you'd likely find as the lead headline. It says here, 2027 microzoning stirs tension in PDP. Remember, this was a conversation that was had by former Vice President Atiku Abubakar in the last election, where they were preparing for the convention, and he says, microzoning. Yes, was zoning to the south, but we can microzone to the southeast at the time, because the southeast had never produced a president, and it would be great if we bring a candidate from there, which would say makes sense morally. But then the argument many other people have from a PDP constitutional standpoint was that the constitution did not say micro. The constitution only said zone to the south, to the region, and then let the region figure it out. Well, now, as you can see from that headline, microzoning up in the conversation again. So on the Vanguard, get the details. 2027 microzoning stirs tension in PDP. Still on the Vanguard, EFCC grills ex-NNPC Limited boss Kyari over $7.2 billion refinery fund. Okay. I remember them saying it was a long period of decay. That's the reason why we've not been able to get the refineries functioning, and they've spent this amount of money. This is for only Kyari time. There's the one they've spent before Kyari's time. All right. Blackout. Businesses suffer as national grid collapses again. I don't know. I've lost track of how many times the grid has collapsed in the past 1 year. I've lost count. I have lost count. Senate must allow Natasha back as ADC ex-Kaduna AG Jacobs. Senate must allow Natasha back, says ADC ex-Kaduna AG. See how that plays out. Meanwhile, if you go to the Punch, there are a few headlines here as well that you need to look at. And this one here says, first, 2027, police, INEC move against early campaigns. Are they kidding me? Are they joking? Are they just realizing that people have been campaigning? What have the presidency been doing? What have the APC, not the presidency, the APC as a party at national level, what have they been doing? The conversations have always been plotting for 2027, and it started since last year. Okay, well, you can say actively they didn't post banners or put posters or put up flyers or banners or jingles or ads, but that's who everybody will vote for. The APC Governors Forum came now. We are voting for the unopposed, and later came and said, oh, it's open for everybody. And are you just realizing that this campaigning has been on for what, over a year? Which is not the usual political culture of the country. What we usually see is a year to the end of the term is when they begin to, a year before the next election is when they begin to plot and actively, openly, show interest and all of that. But I mean, in this administration, it was just a year and some months in, and already we've started talking about 2027. 0817-923-0007, 0817-923-0007. Federal government sets December to decriminalize attempted suicide. Federal government sets December to decriminalize attempted suicide. 0817-923-0002. Tinubu orders fresh push to crash food prices. How? Okay, there's a plan to do 5% surcharge on petroleum. What? All right, let's do the math. You're doing that. There is the problem with petroleum products, with Dangote refinery, with our refineries are not working, and so on. There is also the tariff problems we have. All right. There is also the removal of subsidy, according to the government, in power, and no more subsidy for electricity. And then there's increase in tariff. There was. So you have to pay more. You have all of these things. So transportation costs will be affected or has been affected to some degree. And you're saying food price will crash. So insecurity is plaguing many farms or many parts of the north, middle belt, northeast, and people can't go to the farm. So it means we're short on supply. Help me understand how the food price want to crash. Let's go to the phone lines. Cookie Gam is in Rumolumeni. Good morning, Cookie Gam.
Andrew, good morning.
You're welcome.
Andrew, the government approved fund on the secretariat. Andrew, this administration has just less than 7 days to go, and it's approving fund here. Approving there. I want to buy one and something houses. Approving here. What does he want for Rivers State? What do you want from us? He has done us worse since he came to Rivers State. Please, let him quietly leave us and go.
Cookie Gam, careful, before people will say, oh, you don't like good things.
About the 5 billion discovered by the discriminant edition. Andrew, have you seen it? Andrew, how is it at 5 billion? Andrew, let's say the highest paid salary in Rivers State Department Secretary, 400,000 naira per month, times 5,000 persons. 5,000 of them is 2 billion naira. And we can find 5,000 furniture to River State if goes worker. So that is not here and there. I never believe that they one day that they can have 5 billion naira person pay every month. They cannot name and shame the person that they found guilty. And is it possible? And you are a man in River State. Think it yourself. 5 billion naira paid every month for 5 months, 6 months. 30 billion naira. Are telling me cook as that. I will not believe it if you die in my sick bed. And the ADC has now approved, and now has approved ADC, David Mark as ADC chairman. And as an APC man, our fear is ADC. This is the highest position has come to River State. So I don't know how APC will do to when the ADC train of movement in Nigeria. So let the APC go back and respond to so everything will fail hopefully.
All right.
Andrew, good morning.
Okay, Cookie Gam, good morning. I don't know whether the government is saying the truth or lying. I don't know. It's the people and government, they've been trust issues for a long time. But one thing I like is the fact that the people are, at least when they hear the government say they've done something, people are thinking and trying to be rational, which makes sense. Because in the past, it wasn't that way. In the past, anything that the government just told us, everybody takes it. So whether it's true, whether it's not, that's we can't prove, we don't know. But at least we can question it. And that's what people are doing. So in fairness to them, makes sense. They can question it and rationalize it. Akanto Ibori, good morning.
Good morning, my poor friend. I've been a while, my friend.
Yes, it has been a while, Akanto. Good morning. I'm very fine, thank you. Go on, please.
Yes, the issue of the state government has said he hit the ground running for the secretary, the duty of the secretary or renovation of the fully renovation of the state secretary. I don't know the timeline and the time period that so I'm a state or it has spent in office to renovate. But Andrew, are you aware that few months ago the so administrator also visited Songhai Farm where he said make a water statement that he wants to revive the Songhai Farm and agricultural sector. Andrew, you are also aware that he visited some hospital in River State where the so administrator also made a comment that he hit the ground running to ensure that the hospital build administration open for use.
Yes.
Until now, the hospital under local key. As I speak with you now, Andrew, the Songhai Farm, I was there 3 days ago, is on the bushy. Andrew, the original hospital that was built and equipped by the excellency Nadi Fubara, that place is growing weed. The original hospital that will take care of 7 local governments is on that weed as I speak with you now. And the 5 billion naira, Andrew, that the administrator said in the stadium. And you are aware that a staff of ministry, agency, and paramilitary agency, Ministry of River State that don't be paid up to now. Staff of Polytechnic were marching to my house yesterday that should talk to the press that they have not been paid, so they have to change. And the administrator saying. Well, the
administrator said they has implemented structural adjustments now.
Which adjustment, Andrew? We should not support this scam. We should not. But I say in the future, Andrew, God should give us a God give us. I think in the future that so administrator, this president, so administrator, will visit the FCC market vice president of Nigeria. If I may go help us, Andrew.
All right, I can't thank you. Even though when you look at it, then if you take it, if you want to take a hold of that, then we'll begin to look at critically their definition of what a campaign is will come into play. Lugard in a chair, good morning.
Andrew, greetings from a chair to you.
All right, quickly, Lugard, after you will go to JAJ. Yep, Lugard, go on.
Andrew, did I hear so that instead talking about building low-cost houses in River State? I don't just know what is in the mind of this man, and the people that brought him in the state. This man has a limited time. He has stayed over 4 or 5 months in the state without achieving a single thing. What will he tell the whole world that look at what I have achieved?
But look at, he highlighted some things they had achieved now during the Civil Servants Week. He was talking of some things he had achieved.
Well, for me, those things he highlighted is not enough for me, by me, look at man. We expected him to do something, but instead of him to do what Nigerians will say, yes, this man have done well, he keep on doing what is not right. For me, the statement he's making is neither here nor there. I thought that he would say the suspended governor, as he's coming back, look at what he would do, look at what he would do. He said that he himself, while he have about 2 or 3 weeks to stay in the state. So for me, he should prepare handover note, because the elected governor that we know is coming to.
All right, Lugard. I don't think he has up to 2-3 weeks. Thank you, Lugard, because of the time. I think he has a week or less than a week, even, if I'm not mistaken. Anyways, with regards to the housing, I thought on that while the governor was fully in office, they had houses that were below cost housing for civil servants, that they were building on the airport area, if I'm not mistaken. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong, because I know that the APC, led by Chief Tony Okocha, really criticized the project. He was not satisfied with. He said the houses were too small, and they were building those houses and for civil servants. It was for low cost houses for civil servants. So, what's happening there? JJ from Rumigbo. Good morning.
Yes, Andrew. State government approved the full renovation of the Secretariat complex, right? Andrew, do you remember when this sole administrator came in, that he cancelled all the procurement processes that were ongoing, remember? So what is the name of the company that is giving this approval right now? 1, how much is the money for the renovation and all those put together? And how did we select the company that is going to run this renovation, Andrew? We are not fools now. Then you are trying to acquire houses, about 160 houses for civil servants. Through which bid, through which process, through what, who are you buying the houses for? Are you giving them the money to build their personal houses? People to think now. Then I don't even understand Beatrice Itubo when he was saying that he hailed the process that brought about 5,000 or how many billion, whatever. Andrew, first question is, how many civil servants do we have? How many have not done their screening or biometrics? And what is remaining? How come some people have not been paid up to August salary up till now? And these are questions that people should be asking, not coming to tell us Abu story. And some of those things he named that he achieved over time, I'll call it Bobo juice, bro, because they are not visible. Question, please.
All right, thank you.